Yeah. Look at today's class, guys. It's mini project discussions, guys. Mini project discussions. Real-time DI or real-time DI or real-time strategy pattern, guys. Okay, guys. Real-time DI or real-time strategy pattern. Yeah, paint document has to be changed. Yeah, we'll change it. Today's date is 18th now. Fine. I'll change the date. Yeah, now listen. So mini project discussions. Yeah. First of all, we will discuss, guys, what is JDBC connection? What is JDBC connection pool and what is data source object? Yeah. Mini project discussions, guys. It takes 3-4 days time. Lastly, we will develop the application, guys. All 3-4 days are very, very important. How Spring will be used in real time. How dependency injection and IOC container will be used in real time will be discussed in this next 3-4 days. Right. Understanding my statement, Sumit MCA, 17th April is yesterday. Yesterday class happened. No common sense, Sumit MCA. Okay. Now, this is JDBC connection. JDBC connection pool is a factory. Okay, guys. That contain set of readily available JDBC connection objects. JDBC connection object. Okay. Set of readily available JDBC connection object before actually being used. Okay. It gives reusability of JDBC connection objects. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay, boss. Yeah, now listen carefully, guys. Data source object represents JDBC connection pool and acts as entry point for JDBC connection pool. That means each JDBC connection object from JDBC connection pool can be gathered using data source object. Are you understanding? If you want to do anything on the connection pool, it has to be done through data source object. Data source object represent JDBC connection pool, and it is the entry point for connection pool. To get into office, front office is the entry point. Our security check is the entry point, right? Anything you want to do in the office, it has to be done through security check, right, boss? Okay. Naresh ID is offering certain courses. I am the faculty representing bunch of courses. Any course you want to access, it has to be accessed through me or not. So I am like data source object. Course pool is like what? JDBC connection pool, guys. Yeah. Data source object means it is the object of Java class that implements javax.sql.data source interface. javax.sql.data source interface. Yes, boss. This is my data source object, boss. This is my JDBC connection pool, boss. This is my JDBC connection. Here is my connection. Right. CON. So let us assume the reference variable that points to this data source object is DS. Data source object is pointing to JDBC connection pool. Now tell me guys, what is there? To get JDBC connection object, okay, from JDBC connection pool using data source object. What is the one I should use, guys? Connection con is equal to ds dot get connection. What is there, guys? Connection con is equal to ds dot get connection of. I hope you are understanding my point. Vinay Kumar, long back, if you remember, pool gives reusability of same objects, cache gives reusability of different objects. You remembered or not remembered? Without talking about pool and cache only, I am using internal cache terminology. Study, my dear. Study, my dear. Every day fresh day means how does it will work out, Mr. Vinay Kumar? Recollect, long back I introduced what is pool, what is cache. Pool gives set of reusability of same objects. Cache gives reusability of different objects. To implement pool, we will take the support of list collection. To implement cache, we take the support of map collection. I hope you connected to that. Okay, JDBC connection pool gives the reusability of JDBC connection objects. Yeah, this is most important one, guys. DS dot get connection. DS dot get connection. This is the direct method we have. When you have a data source object representing connection pool, to access each connection object from connection pool, you have to work with what? DS dot get connection, guys. Okay, fine. Okay, now listen. Advantages of JDBC connection. Number one, gives the reusability of JDBC connection objects. Definitely gives the reusability of JDBC connection objects. What do you say, guys? Yeah, tell me, guys. Definitely JDBC connection objects will be used again and again or not? Okay, client one takes the connection object, uses it. Once work is over, returns it back, right? Once work is over, returns it back. So that same connection object will be used for next client or not? B. With minimum JDBC connection objects, we can make maximum clients or applications talking to database software. That's it now, boss. Okay. Suppose 1,000 clients are there, wants to talk to the database software, but at a time 50 clients are interested to talk to database software. At a time, how many clients are interested to talk to database software, guys? Just 50 clients are interested. So by keeping 50 connection objects in the connection pool, by keeping 50 connection objects in the connection pool, we can make all the 1,000 clients talking to database software or not. That means with the minimum connection objects, we can make maximum applications talking to database software or not. Next, C, guys. Maximum applications talking to database software, guys. Okay, guys. After that, what is the next, guys? Right. Creation of JDBC connection object. Managing JDBC connection object. And closing of JDBC connection object will be taken care by JDBC connection. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Will be taken care by JDBC connection. Will be taken care by JDBC connection. Okay. So developer need not to worry about. Come on. Need not to worry about these operations. Array, you just remember one thing, guys. Chair pool, guys. In the classroom, chairs are there, na chair pool. Bunch of chairs together is called chair pool, guys. Tell me, each chair gives a service to multiple students. Suppose one classroom is there, in that 100 chairs are there. In that classroom, daily 6 batches are happening. Daily 6 batches are happening. Okay, each chair gives service to 6 students. Okay, reusability is there, right? Next, with a minimum 100 chairs, daily we are able to give service to 600 students. I'm talking about physical classroom, guys, offline classroom. With the minimum, what is that, 100 chairs, daily we are able to give service to what, 600 students or not? Okay, next. Purchasing chair, managing chair. If class is over, removing that chair. If chair is damaged, removing chair forever will be taken care by you, a student or management of the institute. Student or administration part of the institute. Are you, as a student, you are just getting the chair, using the chair and leaving the chair. Once the chair is free, it is given, taken care by, it will be used for other student, right? So you are least bothered about doing those activities. All these operations are taken care by whom? Admin people itself, right, boss? So definitely advantages are there or not there? Yes, boss. Yeah, next. Yeah, Spring has given one predefined class, guys. That is driver manager, data source. Driver manager data source. It's a predefined class, guys. Driver manager data source is tell me, guys, Spring API supplied predefined class. Spring API supplied predefined class implementing Java X dot, come on, SQL dot data source interface. Data source interface. Tell me, guys, if we create object for this class by giving JDBC driver details. What details, guys? JDBC properties. What do you mean by JDBC properties, guys? Driver class name, JDBC URL, database user, database password, and etc. Come on. Then then it gives data source object representing JDBC connection. Data source object representing JDBC connection. I hope you convinced, my dear. Yeah, this is the hierarchy, guys. No, hierarchy is not looking good. Let me take like this. Yeah, this is the hierarchy, guys. Driver manager data source, abstract driver based data source, abstract data source. I think here you'll be having Java x.sql data source interface. What is there, guys? Implement. What is there, guys? Implement. A, B, C. Advantages of JDBC connection. Yeah. Now listen, guys. It is a predefined class, that too concrete class, implementing data source interface. Okay. Now observe, this is having some setter methods. Set driver class, set URL, set username, set password. There are not there. Come on, my dear. There are not there. So that means, can I do setter injection on this? Can I do setter injection on this, guys? Yeah. Okay. Now listen. Okay, if I configure this class as a Spring Bean, come on. In Spring Bean configuration file and do injection on those 4 properties by calling setter methods. So automatically data source object is created. That object starts pointing to JDBC connection pool. Come on, guys. In Spring environment, we create objects, we assign manually. No, everything we do through container. Yes or no? Na? Okay. By configuring driver manager data source class as a Spring Bean. In Spring Bean configuration file, we can make IOC container configuration file, injecting JDBC properties. We can make IOC container. Come on, guys. Creating data source object pointing to JDBC connection pool. But one small important point you have to remember. Sir, direct setter method is only one. Inherited setter methods are 3. That means to do injection on Spring Bean class, guys, we can use either direct setter methods of that class or inherited setter method. 3 setter methods it is inheriting from what? Abstract driver based data source. Did you realize it that, guys? Okay. While doing setter injection, we can use either direct setter methods or inherited setter methods of this superclass. Either direct setter methods or inherited setter methods of superclass. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Either direct setter methods or inherited setter methods of superclass. Or inherited setter methods of the class. Okay, guys. Tell me. application context.xml. Nothing but Spring Bean configuration file. See, what is the latecomers? Mini project discussion. I'm going to develop one mini project to tell how strategy pattern will be utilized in real time, real projects, how dependency injection will be used in real projects. Are you getting my point, guys? Bean ID. What is that, guys? Bean ID. DRDS. Generally, shortcut name will be used. Class is equal to, what's the class name, guys? Class is equal to org.sf.jdbc.data source dot driver manager data source. org.sf.jdbc.data source dot driver manager dot data source. Next, driver class name. Property name is equal to driver class name. Value is equal to, what is that? Value is equal to, okay, tell me. Arakil.jdbc.driver. Arakil driver. Property name. Property name. Just now we have seen the URL. Set URL means property is URL. Set is the setter method, guys. Okay, you need not to write uppercase, guys. URL. You can JDBC colon Arakil colon thin colon @localhost colon 1521 colon XE, guys. Next. Okay, guys. Right, boss. Tell me next one. Username. Username. System. Yes. Maine. Password. What is there? Mayonnaise. End of the bit. End of the beat tag, guys. Here is my data source object. I mean to say driver manager, right? By taking all these details, guys, driver manager data source object, nothing but data source object, right? Driver manager data source object. This also represents JDBC connection pool or not? Okay, guys. This also represents JDBC connection. How can you say it's a JDBC connection pool for Arakil, guys? Because all Arakil related driver details are given, right? So definitely it is JDBC connection pool for Arakil, guys. Tell me. Connection. 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 Represent. Driver manager data source object represents JDBC connection pool for Arakil, guys. Everyone got the clarity here, boss? Okay. Driver manager data source object represents, guys. Okay. Array, since it is this Spring Bean, it can be injected to other classes also, na boss? Definitely it can be injected to other classes. But listen carefully, guys. Okay. To work with driver manager data source class, we need to add extra dependency, guys. Spring hyphen JDBC hyphen version.jar file to class path. Class path by adding the following dependency. What, guys? Dependency in pom.xml. Yes. Okay. Go here. Open this, guys. Tell me here. mvnrepository.com. Spring hyphen JDBC. Spring hyphen JDBC. All right. 5.3.9, guys. Latest only. Right. 5.3.9 latest only. Got the point, guys? Right. Here is the story. This is the dependency. Okay. Prashant Sharma, if you are using Maven, pom.xml is required. Okay. Without pom.xml means develop project without using Maven. But Maven, all these are what? Right. Okay. Yeah, don't stop using build tools. Then you can avoid this kind of pom.xml, build.gradle and all these things. Fine. Okay. But industry standard is working with what? Bipin Kumar. Bipin Kumar. If you know Gradle, then you can ask me that question. Okay. Gradle is given based on Groovy language. So that's why build.gradle is developed based on Groovy entries. That's why XML is not there. Half knowledge is danger, Mr. Bipin Kumar. Okay. Try to learn completely. Anyhow, I'll introduce Gradle at right time. I hope you people started studying Maven videos. Started watching or not? Yeah, some tools I will give as video, some tools will be conducted directly. Copy not working. Okay, that is problem in the system, guys. Okay, only from laptop people that problem is coming. Click on each hyperlink. You will get in the browser. Copy paste the URL. Try to use that technique at least. Right. Now this is the one we have to use, guys. Fine, boss. If I paste in the paintbrush, what's the use, my dear? No use, na? Okay. Maven videos. Happy? Right, guys. Shall we get into the next level discussion now? Yeah. Different types of JDBC connection objects. Different types of JDBC connection objects. Yeah. Direct JDBC connection, guys. Direct JDBC connection. Yeah, what is that? Created by the programmers manually. Created by the programmers manually. Tell me, boss, what is there? Okay. Array, in JDBC classes, whatever we done so far, that comes under direct JDBC connection creation. Array kill dot JDBC dot driver dot array kill driver. Connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection. Driver manager dot get connection. Okay, here is my URL. Here is my URL. Here is my username, password, guys. URL, username, password. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? So this is my direct JDBC connection. Okay. B. Pooled JDBC connection, guys. Pooled JDBC connection. It is the JDBC connection object that is gathered from JDBC connection pool. It is the JDBC connection object that is gathered from JDBC connection pool. Yes, guys. What is that? Connection con is equal to ds dot get connection of. ds dot get connection of. So this is my pooled JDBC connection object. This is my pooled JDBC connection object. Yeah, what is industry standard, sir? Industry standard is always pooled connection objects. This is best. Wherever possibility is there, you prefer working with what? Pooled JDBC connection objects. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Right, boss. Yeah. This is about connection pool, guys. Okay, I'm not saying driver manager data source is the best, guys. Spring supplied connection pool. Are you understanding my point? Let me give those things. I'm not saying it's the best. Alternates are there. Alternates are there. Understanding? Okay. Now I will introduce them. Driver manager data source is not best JDBC connection pool. Is not best JDBC connection pool. It is just spring supplied ready-made JDBC connection. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Okay. Sumit, what is your question? Once a topic is over, then you will go back. What's your question? Is DS called? Sir, calling get connection method on DS object. It is a question, statement. What is that? Sumit, change your attitude. Otherwise, I will remove you from the meeting. 17th notes not applied, not uploaded. Yesterday class not happened. How can I upload notes? I think you are focused not on the subject, on other activities. Sorry. Right, guys. Driver manager data source is not best. It is just Spring supplied ready-made. What, guys? Ready-made JDBC connection pool. Okay. Other JDBC connection pools are okay. Other JDBC connection pools are Apache DBCP, Hikari CP. In future, I'll introduce, guys. Hikari CP. Come on. Tomcat CP. Tomcat connection pool is also there. All these are third parties, guys. Okay. Other third party JDBC connection pools are okay. In future, I'll introduce them. Okay. Tell me. Apache DBCP, Ikari CP, Tomcat CP, and etc. And as of now, this is best. Hikari CP performance is 3 great, guys. And industry prefers working with what? Okay. Industry prefers Hikari CP a lot. Initially, I'm starting with the driver manager data source, but one fine day I will introduce what? Hikari CP. Or as part of improvisation of the project, I will use Hikari CP. Understanding my statement, guys? So driver manager data source is just a ready-made one, Spring supplied one. Spring supplied one. Why driver manager data source is bad? Okay, anyhow. Okay, driver manager data sources, how it is bad, I will explain later while introducing Hikari CP. But don't think that in the industry, people are using driver manager data source. In the industry, people are using Hikari CP. But initially, I will use driver manager data source. As part of project improvisation, I will move to what? Hikari CP. Is that clear, guys? Right. Okay, boss. Shall we go for next discussion, guys? Okay. Limitations of developing application by keeping logics in single class. By keeping logics in single class. By keeping logics in single class, guys. Yes. Limitations of developing application by keeping logics in single class. Number one, since multiple logics are mixed up, since multiple logics are mixed up, it's like bachelor room, ra babu. It's like what? Bachelor room. Everything in single room, right? That is kitchen, that is bedroom, that is dining room, that is a reading room. Sometimes that is playing cricket ground also, right? Since multiple logics are mixed up, come on. The code becomes clumsy. Clumsy, yes or no? Code become clumsy or messy, guys. Messy. We cannot define clean separation between logics. We cannot define clean separation between logics. What do you say, guys? Can we define clean separation between logics, guys? Clean separation between logics, guys. Okay, all together, na? Okay. Next one. The modifications done in one kind of logics affects the other kind of logics. One kind of logics affects what? The other kind of logics. Are you with me, guys? Are you understanding? All are mixed up now, boss. Next, application maintenance. Application maintenance and enhancement becomes complex. Application maintenance and enhancement becomes complex, guys. What is maintenance? After releasing the project, small bugs will come. Solving those bugs comes under what? Maintenance, right, boss? Solving those bugs comes under what? Maintenance. Okay. But when all logics are mixed together, guys, when all logics are mixed up together, do you think bug fixing is that much easy? No, not at all. What do you mean by enhancement? Already 10 features are there. I need to add 11th feature, right? So that time also you have to modify that time. Sir, what is bug? Bug means problems. Bug is nothing but problem. Okay. What is enhancement? Adding new features. To add new features also you have to modify the source code. Since all logics are mixed up, right? Since all logics are mixed up. So again, it becomes complex or not, boss? Okay. Fine, boss. Right. Here is what? Maintenance, fixing bugs. Enhancement, adding new features. Becomes complex, guys. Application productivity becomes very poor, guys. Application productivity becomes very poor. Very poor means what, guys? Application productivity becomes very poor. Application productivity becomes very poor. What do you mean by very poor, my dear? Productivity means what, guys? Doing more work in less time, right? Since every developer has to develop all the logics. Okay, it will take more time, guys. It will take more time. Come on, boss. Productivity becomes poor because parallel development is not possible. Because parallel development is not possible. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Because parallel development is not possible. Do you really think parallel development is possible, boss? Seriously, parallel development is not possible. So these many problems are there. Okay, right, guys. Tell me, it is like living life Living life in bachelor room, guys. It is like living life in bachelor room. Yeah, to overcome these problems, uh, take the support of laid application development. Laid application development. Okay. Okay. 3 BHK life, guys. Living life in living life in 3 BHK. Bedroom separately, kitchen separately. Are you understanding? 3 BHK. To overcome this problem, take the support of layered application development, which is nothing but living life in 3 BHK, guys. Super boss. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Right. Fine. What is a layer, guys? Okay. A layer is a logical partition in the project. Come on. Logical partition or separation in the project representing certain category logics. Representing certain category logics, guys. That means a particular type logics, guys. Okay. Laid application says, okay, keep different logics in different layers and make them to participate in communication and make them to participate in communication. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Examples for layers are, guys. Okay. A layer can be a file, or a layer can be a 1 minute or okay, can be a class or set of classes, or file or set of files representing certain logics, certain type of logics. Examples for layers, guys. Persistence layer. Okay. Persistence layer. Business layer. Business or service layer. Next, controller layer. Presentation layer. Understanding my statement, guys? And etc. Persistence layer, guys. Persistence layer means JDBC code. Persistence logic will be there. Business layer, calculation. Controller layer, monitoring logic. Presentation layer, UI logics will be there. What logics, guys? User interface logics will be there. A layered application says, keep different logics in different layers and make them to participate in what? Communication. Simply make them to participate in what? Communication. Okay, boss. Right. Okay. Now listen, guys. Typical standalone layered application architecture. Typical standalone layered application architecture. Yes or no? Na? Okay. Layered application. How does it looks, guys? Yeah, I'll be having client application, guys. Client application will be talking with the controller class, guys. Controller class will talk with the service class, guys. Service class will talk with the DAO class, guys. DAO class will talk with the DAO class will talk with the database software, guys. Yeah. But sometimes this DAO class even talks with what? Data source. Why? Why it will talk? Are to get the pooled connection object. Wow. Data source. Understood my statement? What this client application contains? Presentation logics. Presentation, nothing but UI logics, guys. Right. Controller class, guys. Monitoring logics. What logics, guys? Monitoring logics. Okay. Which request going to which service class, which result is coming from to which client. Just monitoring logics, guys. Okay, guys. Monitoring or delegation logics, guys. Service class, guys. Business logic. Business logic. When I say business logic, guys, calculations, sorting, filtering, come on, analyzations, those things. DAO class, guys. Persistence logic. Persistence logic. Database software. Okay. DB tables with data. DB tables with records. Right. Okay. Represents JDBC connection. Represent JDBC connection. That's it, guys. Yeah. Business logics, boss. Business logics. Okay. What do you mean by presentation logics, guys? The logics, DAO means data access object above. Okay. Yeah, I'll take each one separately. Don't worry. The logics, okay, that provides UI to end user to gather inputs and to display outputs. To gather inputs and to display outputs is called presentation logic. Monitoring logics, guys. Monitoring or delegation logics. Okay, monitoring or delegation logics. The logics. Okay, the logics. Okay. Okay. That monitor flow between service class and client service classes and client applications. Okay, service classes and client application. I mean now If you want to show your talent, show somewhere else. I said standalone. In standalone, where URLs will be there, without having that much common sense, you are attending class. Huh? I said standalone. Standalone web is involved. In web environment, URLs will be involved. Muddy fellow. Okay. The logics that monitor flow between service classes and client application. Okay, guys. Business logics, guys. Business logics. Calculation. If you are thinking in web level, leave it. Because this is standalone layered application, guys. Web I'll introduce later. Right now, standalone. You focus on standalone. Calculation, sortings, filtering, analyzation, and etc. Together, business logic. Persistence logics. Persistence logics. Come on. Okay. Insert, update, select, and delete operation. Code operation indirectly. Delete operation. Nothing but code operations on DB table records. On DB table records, guys. Okay, boss. Now listen. Let's take one by one. DAO. DAO class. What is the full format, guys? Data access object class. DAO class, nothing but data access object class. Data access object class. Data access object class. Okay, guys. Now tell me, guys, database softwares are called data storage technologies. Data storage technologies. Data storage technologies. Okay. Example, Oracle, MySQL, and etc. Next, JDBC, Hibernate, Spring JDBC, Spring Data JPA, Spring Data JPA, Spring ORM, and etc. are called. Come on, guys. Data access technologies. Not DAO, data access technology, because they can access DB tables data and can perform code operation on them. And can perform code operations on them. Is that clear, my dear? JDBC, Hibernate, Spring JDBC, all these are called what? Data access technologies. Right, boss. Now tell me, what is DAO class? The Java class that separates persistence logics from other logics. The Java class that separate persistence logic from what? Other logics, and makes them, okay, makes them as reusable logics and flexible logics to modify. Flexible logics to modify is called DAO class. Understanding my statement, guys? The persistence logics in DAO classes will be developed using data access technologies. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Prashant Sharma, a Java developer should have a strong knowledge of Oracle. Is that clear? A Java developer should have a strong knowledge of Oracle. SQL, PL/SQL knowledge is strongly required. No compromise in this. See, you want 10 lakh package, 15 lakh package, but while learning topics, sir, this much percentage, how many topics required? While learning inputs, why are you choosing options, boss? When you are aiming big salary, when you are aiming big position, job in big company, that too when you want to make yourself as what? Full stack developer. So learn like that only, na? Learn like a lion and earn like a lion. While learning, I will be donkey, I will be monkey, but while learning, I should be lion means it's not possible, boss. How much you learn, how much you show, how much you put in the resume, how much you exhibit in the company, same amount of salary will reflect, right? If you compromise in learning, they also compromise while paying you. Sometimes they don't allow you to industry also if you learn very, very less. Okay. Learn like a lion, earn like a lion. I have seen this wrong attitude in the students. I have seen this wrong attitude. While learning, they will ask, this is required, sir. This is required. This is also required. Not required. Then don't ask big salaries. Mighty fellows. Okay. And that too, people are asking, while learning Spring, they are asking, sorry, database knowledge is required. Then what donkeys you caught while learning core Java, advanced Java, Babu? And what you learned in advanced Java, first tell me. Such a great mindset, people. Spring is the almost last course in the Java stack, right? Now they are asking, do I need to learn database? Super. Okay. Strong knowledge of database is required. Sometimes what happens, you prepare very well on Java and interviewer may start first question with the database query. Okay. Interviewer may start first question with the database query. I have 20 cricketers in the table and give me seventh highest scorer batsman details. You'll ask to write the query. The persistence logic in DAO class will be developed using data access technologies. Data access technologies like JDBC, okay, Hibernate, and etc. In Spring, we use Spring technologies, guys. Let it be, boss. Shall we get into the next level discussion? Okay. Every DAO class contains two parts. Every DAO class contains two parts. Number one, queries part, guys. Number two, code part. Queries part and code part. Yeah, SQL queries, guys. What, guys? SQL queries will be placed at the top of the class. At the top of the class as string constants. Sir, why all SQL queries will be placed at the top of the class, guys? Tomorrow, change in the table name, column name. I need not to search where is the query, right? Come on. We can go to the top and we can modify the queries easily. Not only one query, lots of queries are there. Fine, all queries will be placed at the top of the class as string constants. String constants, right? String constant values in uppercase letters. Those who have done JDBC with me, we already done this practice, guys. Why in uppercase letter? To tell that it is not Java code, these are queries. Okay, what do you mean by string constant, guys? String constant, what, guys? Private, static, final variables. These are what? Private, static, final variables. As string constant values, private, static, final variable. Okay, why final? Array, once query is placed in a variable, in the rest of the class, rest of the program, no one should modify. That's why final, right? Why? I'll give example, don't worry. Why static? People should be in a position to access that query without object. Why private? It should not be visible outside the class. It should be visible only inside the class. Why string? I'll murder you. Query is a text content. That's why string is required. Private, static, final. Tell me. Get underscore, students underscore query. Why in uppercase, guys? Generally, static final variables are called constant, and to tell that this is not regular variable, this is a different variable, you should take that variable name itself in uppercase. You should take that variable name itself uppercase, so that it is not a regular variable. Observe in math class also, pi is there in uppercase, e is there in uppercase, because they are constants, right? Okay. Select SNO, yes name, SADD from student. SNO, yes name, SADD from student, from student. Are you comfortable, my dear? Got the clarity? Like this, like this. I hope you convinced. Why private? Should not be visible outside the class. Why static? This variable should be in a position to use without objects. Why final? No one else should be modified. Should be in a position to modify this query in the rest of the code or rest of the class. Right. Why string? It's a text content. Why it is in uppercase, variable in uppercase? To tell that it is not a normal variable, it's a string constant variable, you should take in uppercase. Okay, code part, guys. Okay, code part. Methods having persistence logic. Methods having persistence logic, guys. Okay, and using the queries. using the above SQL queries. Using the above SQL queries. This is my queries part, guys. This is my code part. I hope you understood this statement, guys. All right. Now tell me next one. Yeah. If DB tables count in project is less than 100. Come on, guys. Okay, greater than 100. Then we take one DAO class. Okay, then we take DAO classes on one DAO class for 4 to 5 related tables. Then we take DAO classes using one DAO class for 4 to 5 related DB tables strategy. Next, less than 100, guys. Greater than, less than 100. Then we take DAO classes using one DAO class per one DB table. One DB table strategy. I hope you are understanding my statement. Okay. Right. Satish Gowda, I never expected this dumb question from you, boss. Array, final means within the class also show no one should be modified, na? Someone is asking me, sir, private means already restriction is there now, why final? Array, within the class also people should not modify in the rest of the code, right? I hope you got the clarity, guys. How many tables will be taken? How many DAO class will be taken? That depends upon how many tables are there. There are two strategies, guys. Greater than or equal to 100 tables, one DAO for 4 5 related DB tables. No, less than 100 tables are there. Okay. Okay. Then what? One DAO per one DB table strategy. I think you enjoyed this statement. Lots of people don't know this. Lots of people don't know this. Next, guys. Okay. We always develop DAO classes implementing DAO interfaces. DAO interface. Yeah, array supporting strategy pattern, loose coupling. For loose coupling support, guys. For what support, my dear? Simply to enjoy loose coupling support, we go for it. We generally go for it. Right. Okay, now listen. Student DAO interface. Student DAO interface. Right. Implementing that, we'll be developing multiple implementation classes. Right. Have a look on this. Aracle student DAO IMPL. Aracle student DAO IMPL. Array which contains Aracle persistence logics. Next. Aracle. Tell me next one. MySQL student DAO. MySQL student DAO IMPL. This may contains what, guys? MySQL related persistence logic. Okay, next. PostgreSQL. Array, sometimes SQL queries will change database to database, my dear. PostgreSQL student DAO IMPL. Like this. Whenever database changed, they will take what? One more DAO IMPL class instead of disturbing the old one. This is one way, guys. Sometimes I have seen this model also. Student DAO interface. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Right. Student DAO data. Here also there may be a chance of developing different things, guys. Tell me, guys, JDBC student DAO IMPL. That's the one thing. Next, HB student DAO IMPL. Array, sometimes persistence technologies also may change time to time. So different persistence technologies can be developed using. So what is next? Spring JDBC student DAO IMPL. I hope you understood the whole and soul meaning of these guys. I hope you understood, guys. This is based on the database software we use, and this is based on the persistence technology we use, guys. So like this, we will take different flavors of this. Are indirectly strategy design pattern rule number 2, ra babu. All these things indirectly supporting strategy design pattern rule number 2 or not. I will link with dependency injection. Wait. First, try to understand what each and everything in detail. I think you got solid knowledge about DAO, guys. We'll implement practically also, don't worry. We'll implement practically also. First, try to understand what is what. Tomorrow also lots of background preparation, guys. And the day after tomorrow onward, coding starts. Day after tomorrow onward, coding starts. In companies, exactly same kind of real-time projects will be developed. Sometimes in standalone setup, sometimes in web application setup. Right now, I am taking this mini project in standalone setup. In future, we will develop these kind of mini projects in web application setups also. Okay. If you want to... Okay, guys. If you want to miss the class, miss all the classes. If you don't want to miss the class, okay, don't miss any class of next 3-4 sessions. I will attend one class, I will bunk 2 classes, not going to understand. Okay, fine. Tazali, user story is a Jira concept, Babu. User story is a Jira concept. Please keep your half knowledge aside. Please. Jira story is okay. First of all, you should have a Agile knowledge. Then you should have a Jira knowledge. Then you can understand what is user story. You got one word user story. So how to understand Jira? User story will be having English statements, Ra Babu. To understand English statement, no need of Java statements. Please keep your half knowledge, zero knowledge. Okay, someone said some terminology. I will show my talent in the chat box. Means what happens, you know, you will be fooled at the end. Definitely you will be fooled at the end. Right. User stories are no way related to architectures. User stories are English statements given by product owner. Okay, product owners to these developers. Right, guys? Right, boss. Rishi Patil will study NoSQL databases while learning Spring Data JPI. Spring Boot starts once the Spring basics are over. Right. Yeah. I think other day I shared Java Bean videos. I think I conducted what is Java Bean also. Yes or no? No? Those who missed those classes, please study Java Bean and come for next class. Oh, no Java Bean, huh? How come, guys? Go to the top. Bean also not there. Okay, I think someone is sharing. Please collect them. Yeah, these two are the videos on Java Bean, guys. Please watch. Might have deleted, huh? Thank you, guys. We'll meet tomorrow.